What up, y'all? It's your boy DJ McLean, and today I want to go into a further analysis. I want to go into detail, but first of all, I want to apologize to everyone who watched my Demetrious Johnson interview. Yes, the audio didn't work. No, it wasn't clickbait, and no, it wasn't to piss any of you off. I'm sorry for the unfortunate situation. I recorded all 27 minutes and 41 seconds. Yeah, that's how long the video is. And I didn't get the audio to properly flow, and I'm really sorry. So basically, I look like a mime the entire time going, and you don't understand what I'm saying. You can't hear what I'm saying. So I apologize for that. But I made this video as a reaction and sort of an apology to discuss what Demetrius and I have talked about. Yeah, forgive me for the quality. All right. Let's see. Just gonna drag my face across here real quick. All right. So, um, so I'm gonna play the video. Not that you can hear the audio anyways, because the video is messed up. So I apologize for that. So there's me, with my goofy looking afro, and I was talking to Demetrius about that. I am thankful for the opportunity to have been able to meet him, and yes, I met him in person. I met him in the Woodbridge New Jersey seminar in in Woodbridge, New Jersey at the Driven Gym. I went to him at the striking seminar on January 28th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. I got pictures. He gave advice on striking, and it was awesome. And on Sunday, January 29th, I believe there was a grappling seminar, which I did not go to. But I got the opportunity to meet the GOAT himself and not only talk to him about the person he is, not only talk to him about the fighter he is, but about the man who he's become. And in case y'all don't believe me that I didn't meet him, here's his face. Yep, there he is. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Look at that head, man. Look at how perfectly. Let me move my face out the way. All right, look at how perfectly polished that head is. Look at how shiny it is, the surface. Look at the beard, man. Look at the facial structure, the cheekbones, everything. So perfectly aligned. Hopefully, when I'm older, I look like that. So perfectly adjusted. So, yes, this is Demetrious Johnson. This is him, the man himself. And then there's me looking goofy. So, we're going to discuss about what we talked about. And if I play the video or don't play the video, it doesn't matter because, like I said, the audio is messed up, so I apologize. But we talked to him about his journey as a human being and as an MMA fighter. So, first thing, I told him that it was an honor to meet him at the Woodbridge MMA gym, the Driven Gym in Woodbridge, Jersey. To meet him, it was an honor. I got to take a picture with him. I got to get to know him personally, and it was awesome. It's a privilege. It's not every day that the greatest MMA fighter of all time comes knocking 36 minutes away from your neighborhood. So it was awesome to get to talk to him. And basically, what we talked about, I told him how underappreciated he was in the UFC. You know what I mean? Because when he was in the UFC, he was never appreciated for what an amazing fighter he was. He was dominant. And around the end of his UFC career, he was debating, okay, I could have a Henry Cejudo trilogy, and it's let's say he wins. What next is there for him? He's already dominated the division. There's no point in really like doing that anymore. It's boring. He already did his part, and okay, he's just left as champion if he wins the trilogy with Cejudo. But if he loses that opportunity, what else really happens? So it was time to start like a fresh slate, a new opportunity. So he was thinking to himself that, all right, if I want to be considered the greatest of all time, I have to fight in different MMA promotions, whether it's like PFL, Bellator, One. There are people all around the world. He's got to travel all around the world and fight different types of fighters. Otherwise, he can't really be considered the greatest of all time. But technically, he is the greatest of all time when you look at the resume, the domination, the 11 consecutive title defenses, not to mention he is the one champion, the champion of flyweight division in one. So it's pretty awesome to get the opportunity to speak to the GOAT, one of the greatest to ever do it. Obviously, there's John Jones, George St. Pierre, Anderson Silva, Dominic Cruz, Jose Aldo, but this man is just different. He's the only one who's active and fighting on the GOAT list. We know that John Jones is going to come back and whatnot and come to UFC 285 March 4th to fight against Cyril Gane. Yeah, that sounds about right. and he's gonna fight for the heavyweight belt. But let's focus on DJ. I was able to talk to him. He talks to me about what it means to really be a man, what it's like to have integrity, what it's like to have a focused mindset. So we talked about how what's important as a man, his wife, and his three beautiful children. And basically, what he talks about was saying that to keep his mind disciplined, to focus on what really matters. Like when he's fighting, he's thinking to himself, get that money. You know, he loves MMA, but the money is a huge factor because obviously he wants to pay the bills, he wants to pay his taxes, but he wants to get food on the table. And his priority as a man, as a husband, as a father, that everybody in his life is happy. That's his main goal. Everybody in his family's happiness. You know, obviously he grew up tough. His mom went through like three marriages, I believe, three or four, and then he had an abusive stepfather. And he talked to me a bit about that. Around the middle of the video, he was talking to me, and I appreciated that I got the opportunity to speak to one of the greatest. But he talked to me about how he grew up. He grew up all tough. Obviously, you can see the guy's in great, tremendous shape, but he did military drills. He got beat, did push-ups, ran around. You know, he was forced to run around. He was, you know, he had to do the military stance and all that. But what I respect about him is, despite his hard childhood, he didn't turn to drugs or alcohol. He did not make that choice. He decided to stay disciplined and keep training and keep going in shape, and then eventually achieve his dreams. And through that hard work, determination, and his work ethic, he became the 11-time UFC champion in flyweight division, defended his belt 11 times. That's amazing. You know, 12 consecutive title wins, and he had a total of 13 title fights. He looked good in all of them. You know, it was awesome watching Demetrious fight. It was truly a spectacle, something insane. His domination. He was very underappreciated, man, and we don't talk about the fact that there wouldn't be Brendan Moreno. Well, there wouldn't be a Henry Cejudo, Brendan Moreno, Davison Figueiredo. You know what I mean? Without Demetrius, without the UFC, if the UFC didn't have Demetrious Johnson in flyweight, there wouldn't be all these champions. You know what I mean? So the UFC never gave the man the promotion he deserved. They never promoted people in smaller weight classes, which is unfortunate because this man not only had and still has a lot of talent, but he works hard and he's really kind and he's not fake. He's not like Dylan Dennis. He doesn't act like a complete punk on camera. He doesn't act like a punk off camera. He's just a nice, regular, ordinary person. And that's surprising that someone so nice could be so dangerous inside the cage. You know what I mean? How he's knocking people out, choking them out. He's really kind as a person when you get to know him. And it's an honor and a privilege to be able to talk to him about what it means to be a real man and what really matters in your life. You know, and yes, Demetrius roasted me, as you can see, perfectly groomed beard. And I asked him how he takes care of, obviously, the head. You know, he uses the skincare routine, Ame, washes his face in cold water, whatnot. And he told me that I was asking him about his beard. He said, "You got to grow one first." You know, obviously he took some shots. I'm growing my whiskers a little bit. You know, I don't got the beard yet, Demetrius. It's all right. It's coming though. Um, in the next 10,000 years. um, but it was really nice. And he says, as an 18-year-old, like what I should really be focusing on. And it was nice to have that advice from him. But he said not to go chasing girls and all that, but to have fun, to get to know what I really want in a woman. But he gave advice on what it means to find true love, especially in this generation where everybody's a bunch of fuckboys and using each other. What he and his wife have are something real. You know, it's real love. It's not like all this fake stuff. And a marriage like what he has is something rare. You know, that's true love. That's something that people don't want to find nowadays, or people tell themselves they want to find it, but they don't find it. You know, but look at that man. Look at that. Hold on. Let's look at his smile. Look at that face, man. Look at how dedicated he is. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if I could get the smile. And we were talking, and he was just really nice. Nah, I can't get the smile. That's weird. Yeah, but he was just really chill, man. But with that being said, as I look in this video and everything, I was very awkward. My stance, the way I moved, the way I talked, the way I articulated and made my speech. I want to apologize again for the quality not being good. I want to apologize for the fact that I wasn't my audio wasn't working. I should have checked on that a lot more. But I talked about with him how underappreciated he is in flyweight division, and how he's had an impact in his community. There's such a kind group of people. You see everybody on the chat in his live streams being all like, "Oh, it's the goat. It's DJ Demetrious Johnson," and the opportunity to meet him and to be able to interview him. It sucks that you guys can't hear my interview, but he's giving me another chance to interview him again, and I really appreciate that. How he makes time. He's having a title fight, a trilogy win with Adriano Moraes, and the fact that he's given me the opportunity to be able to interview him again, I really appreciate that. It's something that not a lot of people do. So we talked about the skincare routine, and because obviously looking good with the shiny head, looking like treasure in a pirate's chest right now. And we talked to him about one when he got Asian Terminators like Rodtang and Nongo and stuff like that, and to be able to get the opportunity to get to know him, it was really pretty sweet. It was really special. It was awesome. I talked with him about the opportunity, about everything, man. It was just wow. And I was speechless to be able to talk to Demetrius like that. But I plan on this channel to interview a lot more MMA fighters to get to know them personally. It's not about the fighter aspect; it's about them. They're a human being like anybody else, like you and me. They're not above us. They're not below us. And they deserve to be treated with equal respect. And it was awesome to get to know him because, like I said, he's not fake off or on camera. He's him. He's real. He never got promoted or treated the way he should, but he was given a better contract opportunity when he was traded, you know? And I'm glad that he's in a company where he's treated a lot better, and having to be able to talk to the greatest of all time and to be able to talk to him personally about the death of his sister and how he's always got a smile on his face. He's always trying to spread the word, inspire other people about hard work ethic, to never give up. And then you can turn your dream into a reality if you really focus on what matters in life. So that's something I definitely learned from him. But what's really important to me is when he talked about the death of his sister and how it changed him as a person. And he realized he's always loved his family and they were always important to him, but he enjoys them now more than ever because you never know what can happen, and how he's changed as a human and how he's evolving and constantly learning. No matter how old you are, you can still learn. There's still much to learn. There's no such thing as being done with learning. There's no such thing as being all like reaching this apex where you don't gotta learn. Nah, man, we still got flaws. We can still learn. We can still evolve and learn from other people's mistakes and our own flaws. I'm gonna watch my videos and realize how much I stuttered, or watch my videos and realize how much I suck at talking, and work on it because I want to make more videos. But with that being said, Dimitri is talking about the flaws of people and the flaws of himself. He's always working on it, and to be able to interview him and get to know him personally, when he talked about getting to know his biological father, his dad is a British man and he met him who he's the best grandfather he could ever ask for his kids. And that's awesome. It just goes to show the person he is, always wanting to forgive, always wanting to improve. So it was awesome to have the opportunity. And like I said, I want to make more videos. But thank you, Demetrius. I really appreciate it. And I got to flex because Demetrius, he followed me on Instagram. I got to flex that, the greatest MMA fighter of all time, on my Insta. I mean, this is wild. Demetrius. There we go. Mighty Mouse, verified, baby. Look at that. Yeah, he follows your boy. But thank you, and I want to apologize for the crappy content. I just wanted to react to this and discuss what we talked about into the best detail I could. And yes, I look awkward in my stances, always shaking my hands, looking weird. So sorry about that. If you want to look at a video with no audio that I messed up, be my guest. But I'm sorry for not checking to see if the audio was all good. But this audio should be good. So I appreciate it. It's been your boy DJ McClain, and hopefully I make more videos. Goodbye. I love y'all, and peace out.